After nearly 2 decades in the making, the Fontainebleau Las Vegas is finally up and running just in time for New Year's. The luxury real estate and hospitality brand has long been a staple of Miami, Florida, and now it's building a new legacy in the Southwest. And for more, we're going to bring in Jeffrey Soffer. He's the chairman and CEO of Fontainebleau Development, and he's joining us now from Las Vegas. Out of curiosity, how much more potential do you see in Las Vegas, especially relative to Miami? As we know, Miami has been a very hot destination in recent years.
I mean, it's been a very strong, robust market here, especially the numbers of record-breaking numbers they've had last year and I think the year before as well. It's come back very strong. So, I mean, obviously, I think that people have discovered Las Vegas in other ways than it's just from a gambling aspect, which is, transitioned through over the years. So it's really a major resort and vacation and business convention town as well.
Well, one thing that a lot of people are worried about, Jeffrey, is that the consumer might slow down. You look at what this year looked like, and people were so excited to get back on the road, get back to destinations, go to places like Las Vegas, spend a little money. But now you are watching consumers starting to get a little more strapped. So what is the type of consumer you're looking out for? And do you think that certain types of customers might start to pull back into next year?
I think, look, obviously that's out there, but I believe that, with what Las Vegas has to offer and the way it does it, the efficiency of it, I think it's a town that has so much to offer at so many different levels, price levels. So, whether it's the group business and the meetings during the week or the citywide conventions or, vis-a-vis obviously, the tourists that come in on the weekends, it's definitely been it's proven itself over time that it's held steady. Obviously, you could see some of the exorbitant spending slow down, but right now, I mean, our bookings are strong. Our convention bookings or pre-bookings are very strong, and we're growing every day. So we're excited.
Yeah, and congratulations. I have to say it's been a 23-year journey, Jeffrey, so it must be quite something to actually be standing in there or sitting there now and watching it be open. 67 stories. Tell us a little bit more about what you have to offer at Fontainebleau in Vegas.
Well, we have a lot of different food venues, different types of food venues, from food promenades to signature restaurants, all different types of food. We obviously have a theater, a 3,700-seat theater, which we are putting acts like we have Post Malone playing here for over New Year's for 2 nights. Obviously, it's a high-end luxury resort, almost 58,000 square foot spa. Major meeting space and convention space, and it's got a mix of everything, and it's new and it's design. It's obviously people know the brand because it's been around a long time. But I think it's just a little bit of a departure what's typically built here in Las Vegas from a theme project. It's really designed, and a lot of the design elements came from the Fontainebleau in Miami. So it's uniquely designed relative to the movement around the hotel. So it's definitely a different product than what's in this market today.
And interestingly, it's actually the tallest occupiable building in Nevada right now. So that must have been some bureaucracy that you had to get through in order to be able to build the tallest occupiable building in Nevada. Talk to us about what's working in Vegas right now, though, because it used to be that it was the casinos that made all the money, right? And then it sort of became the clubs. Is it the conventions now, or what? Sort of break up the percentages roughly for us.
I think it's obviously gaming has been has gone from a dominant majority of the revenue to the minority. Obviously, different hotels have different types percentage of gaming revenue, but typically they're around 25%. Obviously, the upper scale properties like this one might do a little more. We should do more. But obviously, I think the big changer here is that, again, these are resorts. This is a full-fledged resort, so it offers more than just a casino experience, from a dining to shopping to, obviously all the different things you want to see, shows in Vegas, and we went a little further with our spa and our gym product, or gymnasium, and the gym product that we have here, and of course, our gaming opportunity floors and the type of product we have in our upscale room product that we put up here on the top floor. So our fleur-de-lis, which is our very like mansions in the sky type product. So it's we've sort of design this property like after that type of market. So, but again, the market, I think the reason why it's exploded pretty well is because of the group business has gotten bigger and bigger here, and companies like coming here and meeting, and that gave a great foundation to be able to drive rates up. And I think that's why you're seeing some of the record room rates that you've seen here.
How important is it for Las Vegas and its attractions to be diversifying away from just gaming?
I think it's extremely important. Obviously, we've focused heavily on food and beverage, our restaurant products, the type of restaurants we have and different venues that we put in here. Obviously, our group's business, our meeting space configurations. We have 550,000 feet of meeting space at this property, which is a lot per key. It's an important aspect, and being the proximity here, us being right next to the convention center, gives us, I think, a little bit of advantage with the citywides. But it's definitely made a difference in the numbers you're seeing out of the other properties that have been opened.
So, what about New Year's? Right around the corner, and a lot of people are looking forward to getting their celebration started. What do you have in store?
We have Post Malone playing here. We obviously have a bunch of different events going on through the property. And we're new this year, so obviously, we're ramping every day, and the reception's been great, and our numbers are better and better every day. So we're very excited about the process, the progress that we've made since we've opened on July 13th.
How important to the bottom line and to the backing are partnerships, Jeffrey? You're in partnership with Live, for example, and several others too.
Well, Live is owned by Fontainebleau. It's not, everyone gets confused that it's another brand, but it's actually owned by us. We have an operator that operates it, David Grubman, Root Hospitality, his old company's MMG. But it's important. All these elements are important. The type of, the DJs that are playing in the clubs, in the day clubs, the nightclubs, the type of restaurants you have here. It's all about curating these customers that want to come here and enjoy themselves. And you obviously want to keep them on property, and the content you provide here is very important to doing that. And
so Jeffrey,
as well.
I'm sure you have sort of a spend per person that you would like to see, or a break-even rate per person, and there may even be different layers. Take us a little bit into the sort of nuts and bolts of how it works, if you can share that with us. What are you looking for from the person who walks in?
Obviously we have our first year plan. We have, obviously we like to get to a certain occupancy, and then of course drive a certain ADR rate, and of course then we, our gaming business, which we're taking it slowly, and we're doing it organically. We haven't really we're digging through this every day, and when you open a big property like this, there's so many moving pieces. It's so big, you hire so many people that it's very difficult to just do, like when you have a restaurant, you could have training for 3 weeks and then open it, and you could really, be very close. And this is such a massive, building and property that you have a lot of, every day you're making changes. So, our first year we took a very conservative approach, and and of course we're building on it. Obviously we're focusing on the customer, and we know we have a great product, what we built. But, to sit here and say that we're going to run the same numbers that some of our competitors are right away is not realistic. The property will do that over time, and obviously we think we'll surpass, we'll be at the top of the food chain here. So,
well, the very best of luck. It looks absolutely beautiful from where we're sitting in New York City, and our thanks to you. That's Jeffrey Soffer, Chairman and CEO of Fontainebleau Developments.